Peace, everybody. Let me get everything going. Yeah. Okay. Peace, family. This is Joshua Oshun, Laos, back again with another message. Peace to everybody. Those who have experienced me, experienced some of my videos. Thank you for coming back. Mwah, thank you. When you hit the like button, if you're on YouTube again, I'm doing Facebook Live as well as YouTube at the same time. So y'all kind of work with me, okay? If you are new, welcome. It's going to be a great experience for you, whether you resonate with it or not. But if you don't, it was I'm grateful that you came to experience Love Thyself. And what we talk about here with Love Thyself, I say. So I'm kind of waiting for a couple of people to come in, see what's going on. I see some love right there. I say, I can't see who it is, but hey, honey, what's going on? Let me get comfortable. It's gonna be a good one. Woo! Everybody ain't ready. Oh, peace to the goddess, peace to the goddess. I say, hey, my love, you know you special, honey. I say, hey, honey. We're going to talk about some real shit today. A message that has been on me for a while. I've been procrastinating. But it's time to have that talk. It's time to have this talk. This is a topic that is well overdue. This is a topic that is well overdue. And this is my purpose. I found out what my purpose is, and this is the beginning of this journey for me. So y'all work with me. But I'm going to give it to you as I should, the way I can, okay? So anyway, this is called the portal of life. Time to put the woman goddess back on her throne, okay? This gonna take a while, so I hope y'all got some time. You feel me? But I'm gonna go in as much as possible without killing a whole lot of time, okay? We talk about the portal of life, and also, by the way, anybody on YouTube, make sure you go to the YouTube channel, Love Thyself, self spelled with a C, right? Go check the God out, like and subscribe, you feel me? Show some love for your boy, your folk, you feel me? Right? So anyway, we gonna come in. I'm feeling a little better now. You feel me? I was like, oh, it's gonna be a nice little journey right here. I'm gonna take you through a nice little journey. Again, a topic well overdue. When we talk about the portal of life, what is the portal of life? The portal of life is the feminine dimension, right? The portal of life is from the feminine dimension within us to the feminine dimension external, okay? In all aspects. I know when people say the portal of life, and most of us know, anybody that's on here, I'm sure they already understand, but when most people say the portal of life, they automatically are speaking of a woman birthing a child, right? But it's so much deeper than that, okay? So much deeper than that, okay? The feminine dimension, or the woman, one of the same, I say, is the portal of life. The portal of life in all aspects. Okay? The portal of life of all aspects. Okay? A lot of us, especially, I don't know, people still into like the 5% joining in more. I'm sure it is, the God body, the gods and earth. But it's something we all learn called the triple stage of darkness, right? And what the triple stage of darkness is what we see as the darkness when a child is within her mother, right? That triple stage of darkness, but which also, as above, so below, I say, is also the triple stage of darkness in the sky, right? Again, one of the same, okay? So that's the triple stage of darkness, but at the same time, there's another way this triple stage of darkness exists, okay? So first off, once in this darkness within her belly, right, this baby see nothing but darkness. However, inside that baby is a whole different darkness, right? And inside this baby, there's a darkness, and that darkness, obviously, all darkness is feminine energy, right? So that darkness is feminine energy. So what I'm trying to tell you is that every child that is created is female, is a woman first, right? It's a woman first. And at some point, she'll decide if she's going to be a man or not, okay? Now, how does that work? Because basically, at the end of the day, she starts out as a woman, having ovaries, right? And obviously the yoni with the clitoris, right? But when she decides to be a boy, the ovaries drop down into the scrotum and the clitoris enlarges, right? So even she decides what's going to be a male or female, this feminine dimension, right? This feminine energy is going to decide what she's going to be, male or female, I say. Now, then, of course, another darkness would be actually coming out, right? Coming out of the womb. With that being said, even life, even the decision of being a male or a female has to go through a woman. You understand? That's how deep this shit about to get, all right? I hope y'all ready for this, okay? Even then, the decision of being a male or a female, it has to go through the feminine dimension. She has to decide. She decides if she's going to meet a male or a female. Okay. Now, again, the portal of life, right? And then, of course, this energy, this life, escapes her body into the 3D world. It leaves the 5D inside her, and then it comes out, the yoni, into the 3D world. Again, a portal of life. Okay? A portal of life. A portal of life in all aspects. All aspects. What I'm about to show you right now is that nothing exists without the goddess. Nothing exists without the goddess. She is the portal of life in all aspects. Okay? She is the portal of life and light. Let's say that again. She is the portal of life and light. Right? For anybody who's religious and anybody who know about the divine and the creator, whatever you choose to call it, God, whatever you want to call it, the light was created by going into the dark and pulling the light out of the dark. Okay? Which one that shows that light didn't always exist. Okay? That shows that light didn't always exist. However, the dog is the alpha and the omega. The dog was always there. The dog will always be there, I say. Okay? So, again, the portal of life. She's the portal of life as far as a living vessel coming out of her body, her vessel, right? And then she is also the portal of life, or the portal of light, right? Because when that baby come out, what is that? The light. Whether it's male or female, I say. When that baby comes out, that is the light. Okay? Now, the baby was created, but the mama was already there, I say. Let's talk about it. So when we talk about the portal of life and the portal of light, we're talking about nothing exists without the goddess. Everything in life, everything that exists has to go through the goddess. Okay? Everything. With that even being said, a man, a masculine vessel, cannot even find himself, I say, without going through the feminine dimension, without going through the goddess, I say. Let's talk about the feminine energy, the feminine dimension. Now, I call it the feminine dimension because as above, so below. What's inside of us, we have our own solar system, I say. We have our own universe within us. You got 10 planets in your natal chart. You got 10 major organs inside of you, right? In darkness, I say. Okay? So with that being said, that's the same thing. You have a universe inside of you, so I call it the feminine dimension. You know, if you want to call it feminine energy, that's fine. It's cool. Now, even when we do your natal chart, you have your rising sign and you have your sun sign, right? And that is what? Masculine energy, right? Your rising sign is what you look like. Your sun sign is what you act like, right? Either way, it's something that people can feel, touch, see, hear, taste. Anything that's within your senses is masculine energy. What you can see, what you can feel, what you can touch, what you can hear, what you can taste is masculine energy. Okay? Everything that's external of you is masculine energy, right? And everything within everything within everything is feminine, I say. So even when you look at a cloud in the sky and you see, all you see is this white puffy smoke, right? But what you see, that white puffy smoke, that white puffy little cloud, whatever, what you see is masculine energy. What's inside of it is feminine. Can you dig it? When you go to the beach, right? When you go to the beach, when you see the waves, I say, the waves are masculine energy. The bottom, I say, is feminine. Okay? She exists in all things. She exists in all things. There is nothing that does not exist, that does not have the inside feminine within her. Or it, I say. Whether it be a plant or a tree, it is feminine on the inside. Can you dig it? So, what we have to realize, I need to get me something to drink or whatever. But anyway, what we fail to realize is that everything that exists has to come through some form of feminine energy. Everything. Everything. Okay? Now, we know we've been told lies and lies and lies through our life. We all know. Everybody here, we know. Lies after lies after lies. Okay. But there's another lie that's been going on forever. And we're going to address this lie. We're going to address this lie this evening, okay? There's a story that we all know of Adam and Eve, right? There's a story we all know of Adam and Eve. And there's also a story that most of us may know, some may not, the story of Lilith, right? Now, I think we all know the story of Adam and Eve. Eve, the woman, bit the apple that was supposed to have been forbidden to eat, and she somehow influenced Adam to eat the apple too. Okay, so, however, but in that story, it seems that only the woman got punished, right? Only the woman got punished. Now, if anybody who know about spirituality now, we know what's real and what's false, right? If Eve chose to make that, if Eve chose to eat that apple, she made her own decision, an independent decision. If she somehow influenced Adam to eat the apple, then he was codependent. Can you dig it? That means he was codependent. He couldn't make up his own mind. She made an independent decision that she was going to eat the apple without him. Remember, she ate it before he even got there. Nobody tell her to do shit. She went and ate it. Or they say the snake did it, whatever. Okay. Right? But they put it all on the woman. And they say she goes through all this hurt and pain, you feel me, because of that particular incident. No, she go through all this pain that she go through because she can handle it better than masculines can. You feel me? So even in our life, when we have different type of traumas, right? Everybody's traumas ain't as necessarily as we can see it through the physical eye. It's not as bad as others. Some people we may say had it worse than others, right? But those who had it worse were those who were maybe a little bit stronger in those areas and could handle more, right? But to compare them both is equal, right? It was the same struggle for them both. The one who's stronger get more shit. You feel me? The one who's not as strong don't get that much. But it's still equal. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, now, a woman can handle more pain than a man. Can anybody deny that? Can anybody deny that shit? She had babies. Okay? She had babies. So, a woman can handle more pain than a man. That's why she is sent more weight than most men. And as we see every day by single women, they carry that weight. They carry it well, I say to you beautiful goddesses. Can you dig it? They can carry that weight. Most men can't carry that weight. Let's talk about it. We see it. Let's address the issue. We see it. We're talking about lives that's been going on for a long motherfucking time, right? The story of Adam and Eve automatically downgrades the goddess. Then you have the story of Lilith. Now, Lilith was supposed to have been the first wife of Adam. It's a story, right? Lilith was supposed to have been the first wife of Adam. However, when it came to them finally coming together to make love, Adam wanted to be on top, like most masculines probably would. And Lilith said, nah, I want to be in control. I'm going to get on top. So because she wanted to get on top, they somehow banished her from the heavens. And she became bitter for the rest of her existence. Look how long we have been belittling, downgrading the goddess. Yet she is the portal of life and light. The portal of life and light. Masculine energy is the light, right? So even as an embryo, she decides if it's going to be dark or light. She decides if it's going to be masculine or feminine. Right? Because every embryo is a girl first. Can you dig it? And she decides if she want to be a boy or not. If she decides to be a boy, then again, the ovaries shall drop down and become testicles, and the clitoris will be enlarged. There is no such thing as a penis. It really ain't. You got a small clit or you got a large clit. It's one or the other. Can you dig it? Again, all of this comes through the existence of the feminine. She is the portal of life and light. Yet, through all life, all these stories have been told to keep her down. See, By all means, I love my chocolate and brown people. Can you dig it? I love everybody. But when I say my chocolate and brown people, I understand that we keep talking about this slavery thing. You feel me? And I get it. I do. Now, but if we're spiritual people, and we know, and we're doing the work, right, to heal our personal wounds, and we have succeeded, right, then how the fuck you can't get over some shit that you ain't even go through? Okay? Slavery fucked up a lot of people, not just black people, white people. You got a lot of white people that feel like fucked up about that. You feel me? They feel bad about their ancestors, right? Yet, ain't nobody said nothing about the goddess. God has been the slave the longest. She's been a slave forever, right? So when we're talking about bringing the goddess back and putting the goddess back on her throne, this is about bringing back the feminine dimension. See, right now, Earth is going through a change. It is rising the vibration. It is forcing people to raise their vibration or be released. I say, that's what's going on right now. Don't nobody know. People at a low vibration are not going to be around here long. Right? But these people at a low vibration, this is what's been going on. Why are people and why have people been in a low vibration? Because they have taken away the feminine dimension. They have taken away the goddess. See, they call this a man's world, I say. They call this a man's world because it's all masculine. It's been stripped of this feminine dimension. Now, what is the feminine dimension? Let's keep it real simple. What is the feminine dimension? Love. The feminine dimension is love. It's love. Again, she is the portal of life and the portal of light. A man cannot even get connected with the divine unless he goes through the goddess. You have to go through your feminine dimension to even be connected to the divine. You see, let's talk about this masculine and feminine dimension, right? You got this masculine energy, and what is masculine energy? It is here for protection, right? The masculine energy is here for protection. Protection. So even your skin, your flesh, your muscles, that is here for your protection, right? That's masculine energy. Connected to the mind, which is logic, which is also masculine energy, right? People who are only in tune with their masculine energy can only be infatuated with whatever in their perception. They can only be infatuated with it. You see, the love is inside. The love is the feminine dimension. You cannot love anyone. Again, the portal of life and the portal of light. You cannot love anyone, anything, without going through the feminine dimension. What's within you is where the love is. It is where the nurturing is. It is where the compassion is. It is where the loyalty is. It is where the faithfulness is. It is where the patience is, I say. Everything that feels wonderful is within you. Everything that feels wonderful is within you. And see, people that's only within their masculine energy, the best thing that they can feel in their 3D world with their flesh is sex. That's why it's so big, right? When you're in your masculine energy, the greatest feeling that you can have is sex. When you're in your feminine, I say, it's when you actually can feel love, when you can feel compassion, when you can have understanding, where you can be nurturing, right? That shit feel way better than sex. I promise you. That shit right there, that love, the love you, that shit feel way better than sex. Sex ain't got shit on that. I promise you. Can you dig it? So you can't even love anybody unless you're in tune with your feminine. So just being real and 100, and I ain't talking about the men. I've been one before. I say I am a God now, but I've been a man before, so I ain't talking about you. But any man who is not in tune with his feminine does not love you, honey. He's not capable of loving you. He can only be infatuated. He can only be there for whatever you can do for him. Even if it just make him look good. Even if you fine as fuck, and when y'all go places, you make him look good. He is there for whatever you can do for him. That's why it's so easy for him to go cheat and go elsewhere. He's infatuated. He's infatuated with sex. He's infatuated with women. He's infatuated with money. He's infatuated with cars. He loves them all the same. Because it's infatuation, it's not love. Can you dig it? And that's why the feminine, even if they're in balance, even if they're more in tune, which most women are more in tune with their masculine too, because we've been stripped of it. I'm going to show you about all that in a minute, right? Because we've been stripped of that feminine dimension. So most women are in their masculine too, right? But because they're women, they're still connected, right? So that's why in relationships, women go, they go through it harder than the men do, because they actually did love you. They might didn't love you correctly or properly, but they did have some love, I say. So that's what that masculine energy is, right? It's everything externally, okay? And the feminine is what's within. What's within. Nothing exists unless it goes through the goddess first. She is the portal of life and the portal of light, okay? So we've been talking about these lives forever. From Adam and Eve to the story of Lilith, you feel me? And when I say we've been stripped of our feminine dimension, let's talk about that. So even as children, right, and we come up and we're being taught, obviously, the best we can from the parents that we have or had about life, right? So if when a little boy go to his daddy or even his mom or whoever, you feel me, and he want to know what a good woman is, right? What they gonna say? A good woman, yeah. You need to find you a woman it's good for her to be pretty, but a woman who can cook, who can be a good mother. You feel me? Take care of the house. You feel me? That's what we was taught as a good woman, right? Mind her business. You feel me? That's what we was taught that was a good woman. Now then you have on the other side, as little girls, right? When little girls want to know, okay, and they teaching little girls about what's a good man, what they say a good man is. A good man is a man who, you feel me, he got a nice job or he got his own business, he got a nice house, he got nice cars, you feel me? Like he can take care of you. I say. But we all understand, don't we, that anybody who's taking care of you controls you, I say. See, all this time we have been taught that a man is a master and the goddess is a servant. All I like, that's what we've been taught over and over again. This is part of the generational curse that we're fixing now, and we got to get it fixed. This is part of the generational curse. We've been stripped of the feminine dimension. Each generation over and over again, right? Teaching that a man is the master and the goddess is a servant. He take care of her, right? No, a good man or a good woman is a person who can love you with their entire being. And everything else will fall in place, I say. But that's what we've been taught for generation and generation, over and over again. Constantly putting the goddess at the bottom of the list. And that's why this earth, Gaia, right now is elevating, because it's been so many motherfucking thousands of years been going on without love. Love is the high vibration. A man's world of masculine energy is a low vibration. What's on outside of you, when you think of your flesh, when you think with your flesh, that's your lower self, right? It's your lower self. In some religions, they would call it a sin, right? So what's ever on the outside of you, that is your lower self. That's your lower self. You use the bathroom, all that type of shit. It's your lower self. What's within you, I say, it's your higher self, which is your feminine. You have to go through the feminine to even reach the divine, because you have to have love. You have to find love. And that's what's going on right now, because the feminine dimension has been stripped for so many generations, for millions and thousands of years, for how long, who knows. Stopping love. As long as love doesn't exist, and what is the feminine dimension? Love. The feminine dimension is love. So when it's been stripped of this earth, then we live constantly in a lower vibration. Anybody understand that? Can you dig it? We live in a lower vibration. Without love, you're in a low vibration. We all spiritual, right? Everybody know that. That's a low vibration. Masculine energy is a low vibration. It's your lower self. The feminine is your higher self, but we keep putting her low. I mean, even we go back in slavery. I know people be talking about the slavery shit, but, you know, I get it. But do we love everybody? Because the woman was the woman either way, a slave or not. During slavery, the woman was, I don't care what color she was a slave either way. You feel me? I mean, let's talk about our white goddesses. Like, let's be real. Like, let's think about how a woman can live in this man's house and she know. He put that shit in her face that he fucking these people down at the bottom of the hill. He having babies by these other women. And she got to eat that shit up. Because everybody doing it, right? She couldn't have her own property. She wasn't allowed to sign her name on nothing. She couldn't do shit but clean and fuck. That woman in the house was a slave too. And it's been this way for a long time. And that's why the vibration of the earth is so low. Because we have stripped ourselves from the feminine. Everything that we've been seeing, it's been nothing but distractions. It's been nothing but distractions. We keep talking about black people, all race wars, all that bullshit. Anything but talking about the goddess. We could talk about all the things that's wrong in the world, but won't nobody say nothing about the goddess. How long she been a servant? How long she been degraded? How long she been put down? Yet now we see her rise. We see she can do shit better than most masculine. She can carry more weight. Can you dig it? She's stronger emotionally. Can you dig it? Nothing exists without the feminine. She is the portal of life and the portal of light. And it's time to put her back on the throne. It's time for our goddesses, all our women, all our goddesses come on. We have to get back and empower ourselves and love. See, we don't have to ask nobody to do shit for the goddess. We ain't got to ask nobody to fuck a law. We don't need no rights, no none of that, honey. This is your world, goddess. It can't move without you. I hear women talk all the time about men ain't shit. But that's your fault. You are the one that carried the magic. You the one carried the Yanni goddess. He got to do whatever you say, whatever you rule. Can you dig it? If you stop kicking it with men, stop kicking it with them. Now, if that's what you want to do and that's how you feel, go ahead, do your thing. If you just want to have some fun, ain't nothing wrong with that. God is handling your business, I say. But if you are looking for love, make him show you he can love you, goddess. We got to start putting our true boundaries up. And one of those strong boundaries is requirements. We have to start requiring things in order for these energies to come into your energy. You have to have requirements, not masculine requirements, because anybody can get masculine requirements. If you're looking for somebody who got a nice house and a nice car and a good job and all that good shit, that's easy. Anybody can fulfill those requirements. That's anybody. But if you're looking for somebody who's going to love you, who's going to be understanding with you, who's going to be compassionate, who's going to listen, who's going to be attentive, who's going to be consistent, persistent, can you dig it? Who's going to be protective, who's going to be nurturing, who's going to be honest, who's going to be faithful, who's going to be loyal. Set your standards up high. Those are the requirements you need to have. It's time to set our requirements. See, the stronger you stand, goddess, the world and the vibration will rise. The more you love yourself, goddess, the more the vibration will rise. You set the standards. You set the standard. Of course, all these men is looking for sex on the first date because so many goddesses are giving it to them on the first date or the first week. Let's start loving ourselves. All you got to do is empower yourself, goddess, and we can get back on the throne. It's time to get back on the throne. It's time to love ourselves. By you loving yourself, this is going to make this world better. It's going to rise the vibration. Because you set the standard. The whole time it's been in your control. But everybody keep telling you that you on the second or you were on the second and third chair. You're not realizing that everything was in your control the whole time. Everything has been in your control. You control the masculine energy. You see this vessel? This vessel is masculine energy, right? And within us is our true self. Our true self, our spirit, our soul, right? But if you ever seen the movie Ghost, right? Whoopi Goldberg and I, what's his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? But anyway, Whoopi Goldberg had transitioned, right? But she had to learn how to move things in order to get his attention. It took her a little time to learn how to move things. So when you, with your ancestors and your loved ones, sometimes they can put their energy in, right? Like if your picture fall off the wall, right? That's your ancestors. They pushed it off, right? But understand, with this vessel is how we move things. This is how we move. This is how we can pick up our can. This is how we can cook. This is how we open a car door through this vessel. Masculine energy. Can you dig it? But the source is what controls it, right? What's within tells the vessel what to do. Goddess, you are within everything. You are the nucleus of everything. You are the center of it all. You are the center of everything. You've been controlling it. We have to empower ourselves, goddesses. We have to empower ourselves. We got to start loving ourselves. We have to bring the feminine dimension back. You know, I even did a little research on queens who ruled in our past, and the last queen who had power, she lost her power, was Queen Elizabeth. She lost her power, I think, in 1649, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a long time ago. Mind you, even if you Google how many wars were won by women or queens or empresses, The only thing that Google will tell you is that women were known to have more wars than, than kings. Queens had more wars than kings. But it don't say, it won't tell you how many. Well, I tell you what I did realize is that from 1649, which was the last time a goddess was in control, she's still the queen, but she lost her power in 1649. Can you dig it? So since then, this world has had 107 wars. All men, kings, presidents, whatever you want to call them, right? Leaders, male leaders, right? It's a man's world, it's a masculine world. They don't want the goddess to come back. How could a goddess not be a great leader? One who's nurturing, who's thoughtful, who's compassionate, who's considering, who's healing. If you didn't know goddess, just your existence is healing. Just your existence is healing. I bet most of every goddess on here right now, I bet it's been a moment in your life somewhere where you had some homeboys, or you know what I mean, or whatever. They used to just come around you, like they might have broke up with their girl or something or whatever, and they might just come over there and hang with you. They might be in the ego and shit. They might not even tell you that they broke up with old girl, but they just want to come over there and fuck with you, just hang around you. You feel me? Cause you healing. When men hurt, they don't go to other men. They go to women. I say. Because women are healers. Just their existence. And again, what I was saying earlier about that protection, the masculine energy itself is here to protect, right? The masculine energy is here to protect the feminine dimension with his entire being. He's here to protect her existence. Let's say that again. He's here to protect her existence. She protects his soul. Why does she protect his soul? Which is another reason why she's automatically healing. Just her existence is healing. Right? A man lives longer when he got a woman. Check your any life insurance company. Right? She's already a healing energy. So she protects his soul. Why does she protect his soul? So he can protect her existence. If she empower him and she constantly heal him and she protect his weaknesses, which more likely will be his emotions, then when it's time for him to protect her, she knows he got me. I built him. Forward tough. She protect our soul so that we can protect her existence. As long as she protect our soul, then we have no weaknesses. When she heal our soul, we as masculine men, we have no weaknesses. And we can protect her with our entire being. I say, a woman is a healer automatically, just her existence. That's why it's so imperative that children be with their mother. Men live longer when they're with women. I mean, let's talk about it. It's time for the goddess to get back on her throne. It's time for her to love herself. If the goddess loves herself, the world will love itself. See, if you love yourself, then the only way a masculine can even get in your energy is if he learned to love himself. You see, like when a woman have a party, right? You feel me? I don't care if you male or female, whoever having a party, everybody know this, right? If you're gonna have a party, who you gonna invite? A whole bunch of women. You ain't gotta call a whole bunch of dudes, right? If you call a whole bunch of women, the dudes gonna show up. I say. If you love thyself, then they will have to love thyself. You are in control. You are in full control. By loving thyself, you can control. You can bring the vibration back the way it originally was when you was on your throne. Can you dig it? She is the portal of life and light. A masculine energy, a man cannot even truly get in tune with the divine without going within himself and going into the feminine dimension where his heart is. When you find your heart, that is the divine. What is the feminine dimension? Love. What is love? The divine. You can put that all together. Let's see what you get. What is the feminine dimension? Love. What is love? The divine. Now you can put that all together. We're going to do it one more time and you add it up how you want to add it, right? What is the feminine dimension? Love. What is love? The divine. You've been in control the whole time, goddess. You had the power. But you have been knocked down and knocked down. Always being put second. Always being shown that no, you're supposed to be taken care of. Somebody need to take care of you, which means if somebody taking care of you, that means they control you. And we're going to get a little deeper. We're going to get real deeper. And by all means, I have no problem with religions. There's plenty of people who find their salvation in religions. But right now we're talking about the goddess, and I'm here to speak for her. So, by far with Christianity, I don't have a problem with Christianity, right? And Christianity has the right to have whatever rules it chooses to have, okay? So, but when people talk about that person that came to church looking like they still had they club clothes on, or they came in dressed like they was about to go to the club, who they talking about? They ain't talking about them dudes, right? They ain't talking about no man. They talking about the goddess. You feel me? It's always something that degrade the goddess in some form of face. She got to be careful what she wear, but the man can wear anything, right? So what I need you to first understand right now, goddess, it's not about your presentation. It's about your presence. You are the present. You are the gift, goddess. So it's never about your presentation. Nobody should give a damn about your presentation. It's the fact that you're present. Can you dig it? Again, I'm not down in the religion, but I'm standing up for my goddesses. I studied Islam for about 20 years. And when I say Islam, I'm not the Farrakhan Islam, like Arab Islam, Al-Islam, right? Either way, they same shit as far as when it comes to the goddess, right? And again, I have nothing against Islam. Islam has the right to have whatever rules and laws that it has, right? But I am going to speak up for my goddesses right now, especially those that are in the Islam. My goddess, if you are in the Islam, how much do you love yourself, baby? How much do you love yourself, goddess? If you were in the Islam, that you were taught to cover your beautiful body. The goddess, you are the most beautiful thing in this universe. That'll tell you to cover your body and make you sit in the back. I was in Islam for 20 years. And I will say it disgusted me how they treated the goddess. But yet you call her queen. But let me tell you how bright and how powerful the goddess is. Because you can cover her up to 85%, which that's what they want to say, cover her body 85%. You can cover her up all you want to. But if her hands show, she's still attractive. A man will look at her hands and still want her. If her feet showing, she's still attractive. If a man see her feet, he'll still be attracted to her. If he see her eyes, they are attractive. He will still be attracted to her. There is nothing you can hide from the goddess that a man still ain't gonna want her. And why do you hide the goddess? Because of your own insecurity, Ashe. Nothing against Islam, but if that's what it is, that's what it is. But I am here to speak for the goddess. If you are into Islam goddess, how much do you love yourself, baby? I used to go to the beach, go to the pools with my Muslim brothers. And my Muslim brothers would come out there in their trunks, towel, you feel me? But the goddess come out there and the daughters all wrapped up like how they supposed to get in the pool? Because you scared somebody gonna see your woman. Come on. Even with Christianity, I love you. But yet, you just took the goddess out the whole equation. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Where the goddess at? This is how long this shit been going on. This is how long they have been trying to lower the vibration. This is how long this shit been going on. This is why Mother Gaia is rising the vibration. She's forcing people to raise the vibration. Because they have been downing and degrading the divine for millions of years. They have constantly been stripping this world of love, the highest vibration. And you cannot get love unless you go through what? The feminine dimension. You can't even find love. You can't get in touch with love. You can't call it. You can't text it. You can't do shit without the feminine dimension. You can't do it. There's no connection without the feminine dimension. It's time for the goddess to get back on our throne. It's time to bring the vibration back to Gaia. And that is through you, divine. Let's keep it real. We're going to keep it all the way 100, right? When we talk about doing this work, I know there's some beautiful gods out there. I know them. Oh, man, bro, Lau and you know, it's a bunch of brothers I love, you feel me, that are great. They're true to it. They do their work. But we ain't going to sit here and fake. We know that more women do the work than men. Everything is for a reason. It's time to put the goddess back on her throne. She is the portal of life and the portal of light. And if we can go deeper, she is the portal of existence. For she is the dog, and the dog is the Alpha and the Omega. It was always there, and it'll always be there. Will the sun die out one day? I don't know, but I bet you it'll fall out before the damn dog go. Can you dig it? It's time to put the goddess back on her throne. It's time to bring love back again. It's time to empower the goddess. It's time for her to stop being the follower of the family. The man make all the decisions. Well, I also did my history on that. And you know that most of the wars that the queens or the goddesses went in was because they allowed the man they were sleeping with to help them rule. However, most of the goddesses who ruled by themselves didn't have wars. Okay, let's talk about it. That say a lot right there, don't it? This shit been going on for a long time. And it's time to bring love back. What is love? The highest vibration. What is the highest vibration on earth then? God, this is you. You are the present. You are the vibration that the world needs. The world needs you, Goddess. The world needs you, Goddess. It's been a man's world. You see how that went? You see how it's going? It's been a man's world forever. It's time to bring the vibration back. It's time to empower yourselves, Goddess. It's time to love yourselves, Goddess. Set your standards up. There is no such thing as standards too high. Honey, you deserve whatever you desire. You deserve whatever you desire. And if you want a Superman, honey, you can get one. And if he ain't out there, if he want to be with you, he gonna have to be one. He'll do it. You're worth it. You understand what I'm saying? You control it all. You control it all. And the more you realize that, the more that you understand that, this is the time to know. You are the inside. You are what's within everything. You are the true existence of everything. And if we can be all the way truthful, everything that exists is a woman. Every soul is feminine dimension. Feminine dimension. Everybody that walk around this earth has a feminine dimension. That is their spirit, their soul. So we are all women. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. Everybody is a woman. She started out as a woman. She'll end as one. I don't know if you know that the older you get, as far as most men, and when you pass away, yeah, the penis start fading out. The penis go back into clit mode. Let's talk about that. When you pass away, the penis shrivel up. It go back to clit mode. You started out as a woman, you're gonna end as one. She is the dog, the beginning and the end. Nothing exists without her. Nothing. It's time for you to be empowered, God. It's time to put you back on the throne. A good woman is not a servant. And that's what we've been taught for generations and generations. That she's supposed to be at the house and raise the kids and wash your clothes and shit and cook. That's a slave, Goddess. That's a slave. If that's you, eat that up right now. That's a slave. Come on, let's empower ourselves. Let's empower ourselves. You set the standard. You set the standard of all things. Whatever you do, they will follow. We will follow. Whatever you do, we will follow. We ain't got no choice. Realize who is really in rulership. Empower yourselves. Love yourselves. Set your standards. And even more importantly, set your requirements. Set your requirements on a feminine nature. Not no masculine requirements. You need a nice car and some shit. Nuh-uh. Can you love me, brother? There is no standard that's too high. Don't believe that. We've been stripped of fairy tales. They done told us that the happily ever after, that shit ain't real. That's a lie. I promise you it is. It's a lie. It is a lie. Ain't no such thing as fairy tales. This shit is real. You can have whatever you desire, Goddess. Just do not accept anything less. You have to learn how to say no. That's our first step, Goddess. We have to start saying no. We got to stop taking everybody all over the place. We got to stop doing shit for everybody. Got to stop letting everybody borrow our car, borrow our money, stay at your motherfucking house. We got to stop letting everybody use you. Got to start saying no, goddess. Create your requirements on the feminine nature to anybody, male or female. Anybody that's going to be around you should love you. If anybody got a problem with you saying no, they don't see your worth, goddess. You feel me? And I know a lot of men, because I've been a man before, right? So I done been a man where I done heard women say, yeah, I want a man like this, and I'd be like, man, ain't no such thing. You feel me? But I say, look at me now, right? I became that Superman. It is real, goddess. And you know he out there because you here. No matter how you elevate, goddess. If there's a you, there's a him. Don't ever think he ain't out there. If there's a you, there's a him. I don't care what dimension you in. I don't care what vibration you on. If there's a you, there's a him. There's energies that came that follow you. That every time you elevate, they elevate. Even though you don't know them or you ain't seen them in this lifetime, every time you elevate, he elevating. Don't think that he ain't out here. Don't ever think your standards are too high. All you have to do is meet your own requirements. Right? You got to love him too, right? You got to be good to him too. So you got to be, whatever you require, you got to be that. You got to be that. And I promise you, every time you elevate, he'll elevate. If there's a you, there's a him. Right now, I don't care what vibration you on right now. If there's a you, there's a him. And when you elevate that him right now, he ain't going to be around no more. It's going to be a new him. Somebody that's elevated. You feel me? You are in control, goddess. You are the oldest slaves. You are indeed the oldest slaves ever. Can't nobody say shit about no slavery and not mention the goddess. It's time to wake up. It's time to love yourself, goddess. I say, you are the portal of life and the portal of life. I say, can you dig it? I see a bunch of y'all. I don't normally do this, but I'm trying to do some different things. But if anybody have any questions, I'm more than willing to answer any questions. I say. This is the world we in now. You feel me? We done forgot about the goddess. We done talked about everything. We working on everything else in the world. Who done did somebody wrong? Who done hurt us? But it's time to bring the goddess back. She is the highest vibration. Peace, Adi Ari. I love you, honey. Who that? Claudia, peace goddess. Jasmine, peace goddess. Love y'all. Sandra, peace goddess. You feel me? It's time. What she say? Yeah, I say you all have a twin counterpart. I say goddess. If there's a you, there's a him. Period. Period. So don't ever think that your standards are too high. By far, they're not. They're not. They're not. You just becoming. As long as you become what you desire, then what you desire will come to you. He'll come to you. I say. Can you dig it? I say. Yes, Claudia, I do keep crystals, beloved. Wow, what you got? You gonna throw me some crystals, honey? Let's talk about it. Annika, peace goddess, peace goddess. Peace, Faye, peace, goddess. I see you. Thank you. I am grateful for all your presence. And that's what it's about. That's all the goddess got to do is be present. You heal people just with your existence, goddess. You are a healer just with your existence. And let's take away that presentation. It's not about your presentation, goddess. It's about your presence. Fuck your presentation. It's about your presence. That is what's most important, I say. Peace to the goddess. Oh, yeah. Shannon, oh, honey, you know. Man, love to you, goddess. You know, I've always loved you. You've always been a beautiful person, a beautiful soul, goddess. It's time to get back. It's time to get back to loving the goddess. The goddess got to love herself. That is what's going down. That's why the vibration is so low. Can you dig it? That's why the vibration is so low. By far, this is what my purpose is. This is what I'm here for. Why not me? Right? Because every time the goddess speaks, don't nobody want to hear. It's time for a masculine, the goddess. It's time for a masculine. It's time for the masculine. They're trying to cut me off. It's time for It's time for a masculine to be an example, I say, of what a true loving person to the goddess is. That you can still be good. It's okay to be in tune with your feminine. It's okay to be balanced with your masculine and your feminine. It's okay to be good to your motherfucking woman. It's okay. It's okay. That shit is cool. That's cool as fuck. Can you dig it? Men out here acting like that shit ain't cool. Like, damn, you don't cheat on your woman? Like, yeah, like that is that bad. Come on, let's be real. It's time for a man to be an example to other men. That it's okay to be good to himself, his goddess, and anybody else, I say. And it's time for a masculine to speak for the goddess. Because the goddess been speaking forever. And I won't fail. I say, I won't fail. I promise you. Peace. Nisha, you know, I'm mad love, honey. I'm loving your growth, honey. You know, I've been checking you out. That's what I'm here for. So by far to the goddesses, that's what I hear. Love thyself. That's, you know, as far as my self-love therapy, that is particularly for the goddess. Now, I will take men. You feel me? I'm here for humanity, but I am here to put the goddess back on her throne. I am here to empower the goddess, I say, and to speak for the goddess and stand for the goddess and to protect her with my entire being. We don't even understand what when we talk about chivalry and they say chivalry is dead, and people really don't even realize that chivalry is not all about courting. Chivalry is actually protecting the goddess. It is about always being in position to protect her. So when you're walking down the street, what is chivalry? A man's supposed to be on the side of the street. The goddess be on the inside, right? So if a car come, it'll hit him, not her. I say, if a woman going upstairs, then the guard supposed to walk down in front of her. So if she fall, he'll fall on her. If they walking upstairs, she's supposed to walk up in front of him. So if she falls, she fall on him. Chivalry is still protection. We are here to protect the goddess, I say. I cannot pronounce your name, goddess. Is it Laseti Shakur? I hope I ain't messed that up, honey. I hope I ain't messed that up. Oh, peace, Lorenza Clark. Peace, goddess. Beautiful. Beautiful to you all. I love y'all. It's a shame that it's many masculines out here that are praying, yet at the same time turn around and be terrible to their goddess. You don't even know who you're praying to. Most people on this 3D world don't even know who is what. You feel me? You got people waiting on Jesus, don't even realize he been here. You feel me? Because it's not about the presentation, it's about the presence, I say. Oh, I'm so glad I said it right, God. Don't let me slay your name, honey. I know people don't like those names. Okay. I'm glad you tuned in too, goddess. We need you. The world needs you, goddess. The world needs you. And honey, I already know you, honey. You are a wonderful, great mother, honey. Raise your boy. Allow him to be who he gonna be, honey. You feel me? Allow him to be. You are definitely a great person, a great woman, goddess. Always, mad love. Peace to the goddess, Robin Gray, mad love. I see you. Again, I knew it was gonna go a little deep. A lot of people may not understand it. Again, I don't care if from a child to whatever. Everything starts as a woman, period. If you got an embryo, it's a woman first, right? She decided it's gonna be a man. If a man wanna to get in tune with himself, he had to go through the feminine to find himself. If a man want to get in tune with the divine, he got to go within his feminine to get that connection. Nothing. You got to go through. She is the portal of life and light. You got to go through her either way. You got to go through her either way. That says enough who and what you are, goddess. That says enough. That says who you are. That says what you are. What else you need? It's time to get back on your throne, I say. It's time to get back on your throne. I ain't gonna keep y'all, honey. So if y'all got some questions or anything, you see, I'll be sure. Mad love. I'm so grateful for everybody that came and gave me your precious time. I say I am so grateful. I say, again, for everybody who ain't checked the YouTube, you feel me? Y'all go check the YouTube at Lovethycelf, self spelled with a C, C-E-L-F, I say. And anybody that's watching with YouTube, I say, make sure you hit and subscribe if any of this resonate. If it don't, I am grateful that you came and shared your energy with me, I say. Y'all good? Everybody good? Okay, cool. I love you, goddesses. It's time to get back on the throne. It's about empowering yourselves. It's about loving yourself unconditionally. Be gentle to yourself. Okay? It's time to be gentle to yourself. Stop being so hard on you. Okay? It's time to say no. Get these boundaries together. Learn how to say no. No should be the easiest word in the world for you to say. You need to get used to it. Practice it. Practice saying no. Start setting your requirements on a feminine nature. Setting your requirements on a feminine nature. This man got to love you if he want to be in your energy, not just come in and pay your bills and shit like that, because all that's doing is going to come in and control you. That's not what we allowing no more. No more control. No more control. It is perfectly fine, and as it should be, to have a relationship with reciprocity. That means he's independent and you're independent, and y'all together because y'all choose to. Right? You don't need each other. You don't need nobody. You be with somebody because that's who you choose to be with. That's who adds to your happiness. If they're not adding anything to you, then that's not where you need to be at, goddess, okay? It's time to learn how to say no. It's time to set our requirements on a feminine nature. Can you love me? Can you listen to me? Can you be understanding? Can you be attentive? Can you be consistent? Can you be compassionate? Can you be nurturing? Do you care about my feelings? If a person don't care about your feelings, honey, then that's a wrap. It's time to set requirements on a feminine nature. Feminine, not masculine. Anybody can meet masculine requirements. You feel me? Just because a man can take care of you, don't mean he gonna love you, honey, because he's not capable of it. If he ain't in his feminine, he can't love you, honey. He gonna control you, and he gonna go within his ego to feel like just because he take care of all this shit, he got the right to have other chicks. No, that's not love, baby. Don't do that. Okay? What you say, goddess? I say, Sandra. I say. Thank you, Adia. Thank you. Am I saying your name, Adia? I hope I am. It's a beautiful name, I say. Well, I ain't gonna stay here all night, honey. I don't know how long this message is, but it's time we get into this. And basically this is what I am doing. This is gonna be the content of Love Thyself. If it's not your style, thank you. I am grateful that you showed up. But I am here to put the goddess back on her throne. I shall not fail, I say. I shall not fail. Peace, Tanisha. Peace, goddess. I ain't seen you in years. Thank you, Adi. I'm glad I said it right. And I love that name. Your name is beautiful, honey. I love it. Adi, honey, you need to be like on the stage or something. Yeah, I might need to do your chart, honey. You supposed to be in the spotlight or something, I can tell you. Can you dig it? But either way, I'm going to get out of here, goddesses. I love y'all unconditionally. I am going to set this fight off. We are going to get back on the throne. We are going to bring love back to this earth, okay? What is love? The divine. What is the feminine dimension? Love. What is love? The divine. Now, you add it up how you want to put it, but what is the feminine dimension? Love. What is love? The divine. As I see it, it is all the same thing, I say. I love y'all. Okay, what you say? What you say, Sandra? Define for a minute. Walking to divinity. Everybody is complete. I say. You so beautiful. Thank you. I love you too, goddess. I love y'all. And be good. Mad love. Peace.